Good morning, all. Welcome to the
A warm welcome.
तुळजाभवानी मंदिर संस्थान.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good morning, all. Welcome to the one-day webinar on Mastercam with Good morning, all. Welcome to the one-day webinar on Mastercam with CNC programming with Mastercam. I, Professor Sudhir More, would like to welcome you all on behalf of Marathwada Mitra Mandal. Marathwada Mitra Mandal has 4 branches, one at Kalewadi, one at Karvenagar, one at Deccan, and another at last one is at the Lohoga, which we are from which we are working now. Marathwada Mitra Mandal Institute of Technology, Lohoga, Pune, has started in 2008 with the 4 branches like mechanical engineering, computer engineering, civil engineering, and we have recently started in 2020 mechatronics engineering also. We at MMIT and Marathwada Mitra Mandal bounded to our motto, that is Ethe Bahutance Hita, and with that we are committed to the overall empowerment of students with academics and non-academics both. For that, we have in the recent time, that is in COVID-19 situation, we are front runners and we are the education leaders in the starting the online education at the Marathwada Mitra Mandal level. We are 12 years old now, and our students are working in various institutes, prestigious institutes all over the world, like ISRO, Mahindra, Tata Motors, or GE, etc. We at Marathwada Mitra Mandal and MMIT Department of Mechanical Engineering building students for the future through the different activities like student activities, SAE Baha, Institute of Engineers Club or Debate Club, and recently we started ASHRAE Club also. We are organizing this type of webinars continuously from last 2 months to the students' skill enhancement. I would like to thanks MMIT Technology for giving this opportunity to our students to understand what is CNC programming and through the CAM, that is Mastercam software. So I urge students to take this opportunity to understand the CNC programming and through Mastercam, and take this opportunity for your future endeavors. Thank you very much.
All the students and faculty members for the webinar organized on the occasion of Teachers' Day on CAD CAM and CNC programming by Sri Tuljabhawani College of Engineering, Tuljapur, in association with Mastercam India, Deccan IT Technologies, Pune. Our college is run by the Sri Tuljabhawani Temple Trust since 1983 under the guidance of Honorable District Magistrate Usmanabad. our temple trust offers various scholarships to the students all over the Maharashtra. The scholarships in the range of 25 to 100% fee concession are offered to the students, so that the every students will get a quality education at a free of cost. So for today's webinar, I once again welcome all the participants to have a benefit of this Mastercam and CNC programming. This CAM programming, it is one of the important aspects for the manufacturing industry nowadays. So I appeal all the students and faculty members to take the benefit of this opportunity with the help of this Mastercam India and Deccan IT Technologies Pune. Thank you.
तुळजाभवानी मंदिर संस्थान तुळजापूर संचलित AICTE मान्यता प्राप्त आणि डॉक्टर बाबासाहेब आंबेडकर टेक्नॉलॉजिकल युनिव्हर्सिटी लोणेरे संलग्नित तसेच माननीय जिल्हाधिकारी उस्मानाबाद यांच्या मार्गदर्शनाखालील
मराठवाड्यातील सर्वोत्तम श्री तुळजाभवानी कॉलेज ऑफ इंजिनिअरिंग तुळजापूर इथे सिव्हिल, मेकॅनिकल, इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स अँड टेलिकम्युनिकेशन तसेच कम्प्युटर सायन्स या अभ्यासक्रमांना प्रवेश देणे सुरू.
20 ते 25 वर्षांहून अधिक अनुभवी प्राध्यापक वर्ग,
स्वतंत्र अद्ययावत वसतिगृहे,
इंडोर आउटडोर गेम्स,
100च्या वर विद्यार्थी गुणवत्ता यादीत.
डॉक्टर बाबासाहेब आंबेडकर मराठवाडा विद्यापीठाच्या केंद्रीय युवक महोत्सव अंकुर 2016चं अतिउत्कृष्ट आयोजन.
विप्रो, किर्लोस्कर, HP व इतर नामांकित कंपन्यांच्या कॅम्पस इंटरव्ह्यूची सुविधा.
महाराष्ट्र शासनास हे महाविद्यालय हस्तांतरित करण्याचा ठराव झाला, त्यामुळे शासकीय महाविद्यालयात शिक्षणाची संधी.
Good afternoon, everyone. Let me introduce you to Mr. Nitin, Director of Deccan IT Technologies, Skyleap Technologies. He has completed his graduation in BE Production Engineering, post-graduation in ME Mechanical with specialization, PhD in pursuing in CNC machining parameters optimization area. Areas of experience: Industry 4.0, robotics, CNC manufacturing, product design and tooling development, stimulation. Total industrial experience is of 24 years, 2 years as a director with Deccan IT Technologies, Skyleap Technologies, 13 years, that is to July 2005 to April 2018 with Onwards Technology Limited, Associate Vice President, PSG. 8 years, that is August 1997 to July 2005 experience, German Tool Room Aurangabad in German precision and tooling manufacturing. 1 year, that is July 1996 to July 1997 with Aditya Birla Group, CNC manufacturing in hardcore expertise in CNC, programming and manufacturing, CNC milling, 2 to 5 axis milling, turning, Mastercam programming, CAD, CAM and CAE, knowledge about cutting tools and its parameters, CNC controller programming, programming for various machines like DMG, HAAS, Fager, Thermwood, BFW, Jyoti, Okuma, Mitsubishi. Metrology CMM expert, domain expertise in plastic mold manufacturing, sheet metal dies, casting dies, component development, robot programming, expertise in executing CAM projects using Mastercam, UG, NX, CAD and CAM, Vericut, CATIA V5s, SolidWorks, NC, CMU. International exposure for business, seminars, training in USA, Germany, Italy, UAE, Sri Lanka, Saudi Arabia, Qatar and Malaysia. as extracurricular activity to support academic, actively involved in providing technical lectures, training, curriculum development, CAD, CAM and CAE manufacturing with Indo-German tool room, CITD, GTTC. Supported Board of Studies, Savitribai Phule University, industry member, Raisoni College of Engineering, Waguri, Pune, BOS member, Vishwakarma University, Pune Management Studies and BOS member. Certifications in Plastics and Mold Design, certification GTZ Germany, CMM inspection, Carl Zeiss 6-week training, SolidWorks certification, AVA certification, Vericut certified to iOS auditor. Thank you.
क्यों नहीं आ पा रहा है देखना है एक मिनट हेलो 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 या okay, I'm sorry, there was some technical glitch in the voice. So first of all, welcome to this webinar, and thank you for your enthusiasm in understanding CAD CAM and CNC programming. You could see a lot of complex parts on the screen which are being displayed through the slideshow. So these parts are being this is a requirement of the current industry or current market to produce the complex designs, complex parts. It's not the way we used to see earlier products, which used to be very simple in design and can be manufactured on the conventional machines. But today the products are getting changed very rapidly. Earlier, if you see even a simple model of your Premier Padmini or Ambassador was used to run for years together. One Bajaj scooter launch means will continue for many years together. But today, every year, every manufacturer is launching multiple models because of the competition. There is a huge change in the customer test, and companies who are manufacturers are also a lot of competition is there. So each one want to be there first on time to the market and produce the best possible parts. So in order to do that, so all this utilization of computer computational power into it. So that's why digital industry 4.0 came into force. So in this, the data is shared throughout the world. Certain parts may be manufactured in Malaysia, certain parts in manufacturing maybe China, certain part maybe in Stuttgart, Germany, some parts maybe in Hartford, US. So all these parts informations can be shared easily through the industry 4.0. So since industry 4.0 digitization, this CAD CAM is also become more and more important. Earlier, some companies were used to manufacture products using the simple things, but now because of the interchangeability or maybe certain relationship with other parts, it's very important to have a digital data shared and manufacture as per the industry requirement. So we'll just see a brief history of how this software get developed, and then we'll see the actual software hands-on, so that you will be able to see how this software programming can be done for CNC milling, CNC turning. There are various programmings available for Mastercam now. You can do router programming, you can do YRDM programming, you can do robot programming as well. Okay, so we'll see gradually some portion of it because of the time constraints. Okay.
Some of the parts that we did, we were taking old programs that we were running for years and changing them from 40 minutes to, in some cases, 22 minutes. Almost a 50% increase right off the bat.
The biggest problem we got right now in roughing out these billet blocks is the chip conveyor won't keep up.
Biggest reason to use Mastercam? Flexibility. You wouldn't believe what the energy industry can throw at us.
used to take the clinician 8 to 12 hours. Now we're using Mastercam to turn that time around into 1 or 2 hours.
Hello, 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 hello. Yeah, again there was some problem in the audio, right? So as you can see, the globe and this one Mastercam logo. It's something like that. Mastercam is being used for CNC manufacturing or programming globally, almost everywhere. That's the reason you could see that the Mastercam cutter cutting everywhere. Here, when we talk of CAD CAM software, uh, it's actually developed by Mastercam USA, you already seen, and the tool which is used for all the applications where because of the industry requirement of the industry, uh, all the parts require manufacturing using CAD CAM tool. So it's a high-end tool which help you design, manufacture. Specifically, it's oriented to the manufacturing. So it help you serve the most requirements of the machine which are available in the machine tool industry, cutting tool industry at the moment. Advantages of CAD CAM, mostly everybody of you must be knowing that because it gives you ease of programming of complex parts, integrate shapes, which may not be possible with the conventional kind of a thing. It also help you utilization of raw material in a best possible way, because otherwise with the normal thing you are not able to utilize your raw material effectively. Productivity is also one of the very important aspect when you go for CNC manufacturing. Flexibility is there. There are not many changes, like because of the earlier it is not like mass production lines and all that. It's a flexible, maybe 2 parts, 3 parts, batch kind of productions sometimes. So this helps a lot. So costly mistakes are also eliminated because of the simulation on available features. Okay, and the precision components requirements and all tolerances can be met very easily on the using CAD CAM softwares. uh, what Mastercam does, like we already seen, it can do the design, it can do the 2D 3D milling, it has a feature to handle lathe in XZ axis or C axis, maybe now A and B axis turn mill multitasking machines as well. Multi-axis machines, the machine what you could see on the screen is a vertical 5-axis milling machine with A and C axis. Wire machines, which is a non-conventional wire where a thin 0.25 0.1 mm wire can cut the parts with 30 40 50 80 mm thicknesses. There is a like a pulsating kind of a current spark produced at the part and wire contact, and the wire is able to cut or burn the material and create the profile, various profiles. Router is almost similar to the milling machine, which help you cut the most complex parts, maybe for aerospace requirements or shipbuilding requirements or woodworking requirement as well. Design as such, we can see that it's not compatible or maybe competitive to Creo or NX or CATIA, because it's designed for manufacturing. So the certain features which are required for manufacturing are available for modifying, creating all such features. Even the small parts, normal parts, can be manufactured easily using Mastercam. Milling, as we already saw, that there is a 3-axis milling available, 4-axis, 5-axis milling available. Here it's a 3-axis milling which is shown on the screen. So it can help you create turbine blades, dyne mold, cavities, aerospace components as well as defense components. Parameters can be very easily understood because it's a very easy interface which you will be able to see now. There is a possibility of probing on the parts, like on machine inspections can be done, simulation can be done, There are two libraries, operation libraries, which help you optimize the process of programming. There is one simple part which is shown here for machining, milling machining. This is a 3-axis VMC on which the part is being cut. It's a high-speed machining, in which you can see that the helical ramping is being done, and the cutter takes a very high feed machining to cut the part. So usually for cutting such parts, there's a pocket. It would take at almost up to 10 to 15 minutes. Now you can see that it is being cut in just hardly 3.25 minutes. And then there is a programming, as we already saw, turning, where the spindle is there on the left hand side. There is a tool post which is called turret, which can be lower turret, upper turret. Okay, spindle can be left, right, or bottom. For VTLs, it's a bottom spindle is there. For very large parts, you need to use such VTL machines. Yes, like a railway wheel and all such parts. We could see the few industrial as well as academic users who are using Mastercam. Most of the institutes as well as industries are using Mastercam. Most like the institutes where you are learning are also the users of Mastercam, like Army Base Workshop, Advanced Training Institutes, IITs, NITs, Kopmo Railway Workshop, Bharati Vidyapit, ASSMS, all the colleges which are Pune University colleges. Almost 100 colleges in the university are using Mastercam. NTTF, GTTC, DT, Government Training Centers, Department of Space, ISRO, VSS Trivandrum, SDSC, Bharat Dynamics. Separate all institutes. Government engineering colleges are there. IITs there, Indo-Danish, Indo-Oriental rooms. You can see that all, even the Sri Tulsa Bhavan college is there. So most of the colleges, even MM and this one is also there. So this was the award what we received like last year for our best partner in Mastercam for academics in India. Okay, so now we would like to go to the actual software interface. So you'll see the interface. I'd like Akash to start on the toolpath to explain you how programming can be done. Because many a times we have a question like, really do we need to understand or learn programming, CAM programming or CAM, even if I'm going to the design or CA, something like that. Students must understand. Unless and until they understand the manufacturability, they will not be able to design a part. No matter how good design it is, unless and until it is manufacturable, you are not successful designer, because it cannot be manufactured means it is not going to go into market. So more time you take in forward backward, you will be on the loser side. So it is better to learn it in an early stage, so that even if you want to steer your career into a different areas, still you will have a background knowledge. And manufacturing is a core base, so you must understand that. So here we are trying to take a couple of toolpaths, and because there are various toolpaths, like even if you take a like a 2D machining, there are almost 10 to 15 toolpaths. For surface machining, there are 10 to 15 toolpaths. For turning, there are almost 10 to 15 toolpaths. So it's very difficult to cover all that. But in your syllabus, there are, I think, certain things which are we are trying to cover here. Okay, so I hand over it to Akash.
Thank you, Nitin sir, and good morning to all of you. So as you can see that first machining operation in milling, so we have to do first face tool path or facing operation. So this facing operation, we need some basic parameters. Okay, so what is face tool path? Like in this tool path, one can quickly clean the stock from the top of the part and create an even surface for future operation. You can pass the tool path or either change geometry or on the current stock model. So there are some given basic parameters like across, along overlap, approach distance, exit distance, and step over. Similar to that, for the facing operation, you will get some uh, types of facing toolpath like zigzag, one way, and dynamic, and one pass. This is the toolpath way. Okay, so given side there is a simulation video for the facing toolpath. You can see, I'm just playing that. Okay, this is our facing operation, and this toolpath is like a zigzag. Okay, so let me show you the Mastercam interface 2020. As you can see, there is a model, existing model. On this existing model, I have to create facing operations. So first of all, for the facing operation, so we have to do first stock setup. Okay, for the stock setup, we have to go to the toolpath manager. In this toolpath manager, you will get properties, and in this properties, you have to set the stock setup. For the stock setup, we have to select the all entities, and after that, give the value of Z for the facing. Okay, I have given that and display that. After that, click on OK. After that, after OK, you will get the wireframe stock. Okay, this is our extra Z value 2 mm. And after that, go for the operation from 2D toolpaths. Here you will get so many of toolpaths like contour, drill, dynamic mill, facing, dynamic contour, pocket, wheel mill. There are various type of toolpath in 2D. Okay, so first face, after click on the face toolpath, you will get a window for the chain selection. Okay, here we will get so many type of method for the selection, and we have to select the chain. After selecting the chain, you have to click on that. Okay, and okay, and after that you will get a window of 2D toolpath facing, and according to your application, you have to select the toolpath type, which toolpath you are doing now. So I have to do facing, so I have selected face, and from next we have to select the tool. In this tool, you can see that there are various types of parameters like tool diameter, corner radius, tool name, tool offset, length offset, head, diameter offset. There are the various cutting parameters, tool parameters are there. Okay, according to your application, you can given the value of tool parameters or cutting parameters. And in this comment box, you can write anything to for the operator. Like this, for example, I'm writing here that facing width as for my tool that I am using that or I will use. Okay, so for the tool, you have to go to the standard tool library. Go to the standard tool library, you have to click on this select library tool. After select library tool, you will get there are a lot of tool. Okay, if you want to filter that, you can also filter. So after selecting filter, I just got a face tool of 50 diameter, and click on OK. And you can modify also that. On the right click of the tool, you will go for the edit tool, and here cutting, you will get cutting diameter, secondary diameter, overall length, cutting length. Okay, and which type of corner type you have on your tool, you can give also that. After that, finish on that, and just in comment I have just writing that facing with 50 mm tool. Okay, and coming to the next in holder, as for your facility or as for your availability of holder, you can select the holder. Okay, I have selected BTC30016. And coming to the next parameters, in cutting parameters, you will get the style that I have uh, told you in PPT, that you will get, there are 4 types of style, like zigzag, 1x1 pass, dynamic. Okay, basically the most preferred is zigzag, preferable style is zigzag, and here we will get the across overlap, along overlap, approach distance, exit distance. Okay, and step over also. After that, here you can see that climb and conventional, like up milling and down milling. And after that, if you want to stock to live on floors, then you can give that value or 0. Okay, after that, coming to the depth of cuts, in depth of cuts you can provide your depth of cuts value, like I am just providing 0.5. After that, keep tool done. If you are selecting this keep tool done, then your tool not repeated time for the retraction or clearance. Okay, and coming to the next, in linking parameters, this is the most important parameters. So in the linking parameters, you have to select clearance. You can give the value of clearance, and all you have to set in absolute. Fit plane, it's okay with incremental, and depth also in absolute. Okay, so as you know that it automatically automatically select the top of stock. As you know, we have given the Z value +2, so it automatically generate that 2. And after that, we have to select we have to just OK on this, and you will see the tool path here. Okay, this is our tool path, and this is our along overlap, this is our across overlap. Okay, so let me show you the 2D toolpath of this facing operation. Click on this back plot, and you will get the 2D toolpath, how it generated, and play. Just see that how it cut that material for the facing toolpath. This is our 50% across overlap. This is a along overlap. Okay, and if you want to see in this 3D simulation window, then you have to go for this verify, and after the selecting this verify, you will get another window for the simulation. Okay, as you can see, this is our 3D simulation window, and just decrease the motion of the tool, cutting tool, and in this window you will get so many informations like move ID, move type, and what type of operation that you are doing, and operation name, which type of tool that you are using. Okay, there are various type of information that you will get. Okay, this is our simulation window. Let me start the operation. As you can see, the tool is coming downward and cutting as for our given depth of cut, given style, the cutting method. So this is it our for the facing operation. Okay, and if we are talking about the ANSI code generate, how it generate, then for the ANSI code generating, you just have to click on this post selected operation, that G1 on G1. Just click on this, and post processing you have to click on the ANSI file and OK. And after the OK, he will ask for the root where the file will be saved. Okay, and I just that will be on the desktop and save. After that you will get a Mastercam code expert window, or in this code expert window you will get your NC code, all the NC code as per your commit. You will get this, just see. Okay, mail base pocket in, this is our all NC code generated. Okay, thank you. So coming to the next toolpath is our pocket toolpath. So basically this toolpath is used for the clean out material from enclosed boundary using the specified depth of cut. So basically this toolpath is used for the roughing proposal, and here similar to the toolpath, there are some basic parameters like rough cutting methods, step over percentage, entry motions, and depth of cut or linking parameters etc. So as you can see, there is a simulation video for this pocket toolpath. You can see the cutting method of this pocket toolpath, how it will cut that material from the workpiece. Okay, so for this just let me show you the Mastercam interface with this pocket toolpath. As you can see that here is a already existing material. On this existing material I have to turn pocket. So for the pocket I have to choose this pocket, and by selecting the chain I have to select that chain, and at this time I have to remind that thing the arrow direction. Okay, so this is our toolbar type pocket. Coming to the next, in select library tool, suppose I have selected a flat end mill. Okay, according to your application you can provide your cutting parameters, tool parameters, and what is the holder, what is the cut parameters. You can, here you can see that stock to lever walls for the finishing purpose are. I just click on 00 because we don't need any finishing proposal. Okay, here, and here is the pocket types. You will get the pocket type standard facing. Go to the next, roughing. In this roughing you will get some cutting methods like zigzag. Okay, I just select parallel. This is a step over percentage or step over distance. Okay. Come to the next, this is the entry motion, how it will be entry. And come to the next, in finishing, if you want to do any finishing for the passes, you will provide, or you can provide that. And lead in lead out, this is not necessary. I will tell you about this lead in lead out, why we actually use that. And depth cuts 1 mm. Okay, keep tool down, linking parameters dial, and clearance as per your requirement. Okay, top of stock already you have did that facing operation. And depth, for depth we have to select the depth or choose the depth. Okay, and okay, so as you can see, this is our 2D toolpath. Okay, just let me show you how it cut the material. As you can see, as per our given depth of cut value, it will cut that material. Okay, let me show you in 3D motion. So for the 3D, we have to go for this verify, and have to just start on play, and you can see how the material will be cut. Okay, so coming to the next operations is our contour operation. So for the contour, we have to select the contour tool path. Here is the contour tool path, and by selecting chain, I have to select the chain for the contour operations. This is our chain. Okay, And after that you will get the same window. For the toolbar type you have to select the contour, and I've selected the same tool, flattened mill 10 diameter, and go for the cut parameters. Here you have to define composition direction on which side that will be go. Okay. And here is the stock to leave on walls, stock to leave on floors, and go to the depth cuts. Okay, control down, leading laid out. Here this leading laid out is needed. Okay, and if you need any multi-passes, then you can also provide that. Come to the next in linking parameters. Okay, just provide the value and depth. Okay, just see, because we did the cut parameters the right. And okay, so you will get the contour toolbar. So after that we will go for the next operations is our drill. So for the drill we have to select the drill 2D drill tool path. Okay, and by selecting this mask on arc we have to select just or find out the arc. Okay. After that just drag on that and drop, and by selecting order you can define the order. Okay, same as it is. Go for the tool as per your diameter. If there are any availability, then it will be easily identified. You will get there are a lot of types of tool, and this is our drill. Okay, 10 diameter, that is availability of the 10 diameter drill tool. And go for the holder, select the holder, stock, non-edit, cut parameters, what type of cycle you want. I want if you want to pack drill, then just click on the pack drill and give the pack value. Okay, and go for the linking parameters. Active the clearance and retract, and go for the top of stock and depth. How much depth do you want? As you can see, this is our depth, so I just given that, and okay, this meant until path is generated. And so now I will show you the whole operations in a 3D simulations window. Okay, just click on it and regenerate all toolpath and go for the verify. And here you can stop condition, you can apply the stop condition by choosing the operation change, and you can also give the curl loop by operations and just start it. Just a minute, I didn't. Okay, now start. So first facing operation is done. Next is our pocket operation. Okay, and next operation is contour. Here you can see that in information. Okay, and next operation is our drill. Okay. So this is it, the whole operations. So how the NC codes will be generated? Okay. So for that you have to go to this post selected operation, that is G1 symbol, and click on that just, and click on the NC file and just click OK. After OK, you will get a window for saving file, the root. Okay. After that, just click on save. Just replace it out of the previous operations, and you will get a Mastercam code export window. And here you will be able to find your ANSI codes. Here's the ANSI code generated. Okay. All the operation that you have done, you will get the all ANSI code very easily within a short time. Thank you.
Hello. Yeah. Yeah. First of all, I would like to thank Dr. Girish Alampalliwal sir from MMIT Pune for coordinating this activity and his enthusiasm towards bringing the new technologies for the students as well as faculty community. And we another event partner is Sri Tulja Bhavani College of Engineering, Tuljapur, where HOD Professor Vaibhav Ansare sir and his another faculty Gangavani sir. We express our sincere thanks for your coordination and making students aware about the new technology. Definitely, such kind of a program helps students to get into the industrial knowledge to some extent. And because today it's very important for students to understand what industry needs because of the competition, because of even the COVID situation, there is a lot of job losses in the industry. And when in this scenario, with the new engineers coming into the same pool where already so much of saturation is there, so it is very important for you to bring something on table that you are a little bit better than the others. So what can it be? So choose any of the stream where you would like to do the employment and develop yourself perfectly into that area. And whatever the in-depth knowledge is required, so you have to gather that knowledge, generate yourself into that specific stream, and then present the demo. Present the yourself into that specific profile. So it depends which profile you choose. Sometimes if it is a very difficult profile and you are not that much prepared, you might require more time to get employment. Sometimes if it is the easier field, it is very easier to get into that. So you can decide. It is not that you should not try the best. You should try, but you have to decide what you have to do. So if you take a case like one industry require maybe 10 to 15 CNC programmers or CAM engineers, whereas design engineers they might require one or two, and with that proportion I mean to say, maybe a design department has got a total 15 to 20 employees, whereas a programming team or CAM department of company maybe in the hundreds. A CE team maybe only 4 or 5 of them, not more than that. So we have to decide which area would like to do. There are many various areas, even the mechatronics areas are there. You can go into maintenance areas, various operations areas are there. Okay? But you have to develop yourself properly into that area, gather good knowledge, and then present yourself for the interviews. Okay. Now I would like you to ask certain questions from the technical session what you have gone through. Yes, here there is a query from Pansari sir. Is there any tool in Mastercam for non-conventional machining? So non-conventional machining is you have one non-conventional machining, that is Viridium. You can use Viridium programming for cutting the various parts with the larger thicknesses of maybe 50, 30, 60, 70 mm thicknesses with a very small diameter wire, which can be a 0.1 to 0.25 mm. With a non-conventional kind of a operation, that is EDM, wire EDM. Okay. Another aspect non-conventional is laser machining. The laser machining machines like DMG machines can work using Mastercam programming. So these are the various certain areas. Even the plasma cutting machines are there. Other laser cutting machines are there. So various such machines, it can be adopted using the Mastercam programming. Any other query? I think there was one query earlier that like how Mastercam is better than the others, because there are other softwares also in the market which also has a CAM or CNC programming into it. Definitely yes, there are softwares which are available, but one has to understand like in a shortest possible time how it is possible to learn the software and implement. Because in industry it depends. When you go to industry you might find Mastercam or maybe another software. So at that time, because if you have a concepts of programming, manufacturing in your this one properly, so you should be able to implement it very easily. In academics, if you are not able to learn that properly and if you are remain in confused state, because there are complex softwares are there which are for design. So there are 100 features which are more focused to design are required to be learned in order to use CAM. Whereas the CAM software which you can learn in a very short time, maybe 7 days, but there you might require 30 days or more than that. So do you think you are able to contribute yourself to that much of time, because you got a lot many other academics activities going on? Even the faculties will not be able to focus to that much to learn that, acquire that skill, and then teach you accordingly. Because if they keep you in a confused state, you will again remain in confused state, and when actually you go to the shop floor for programmer or any other job, you will definitely be in a confused stage of mind. So because today people want people with a focus. So whatever you learn, you should be good in it. Rather you say that I don't know. So you have to take care that learn with a focus, understand that properly, and whichever areas you know, whichever features you know, or whichever things you know, you have to express that properly. Especially this coming batches which are going to come into the industry will be facing a lot of challenges, because there is a lot of even like because of the COVID, entire global scenario is that there is a bit of slowdown is there. You can't call it recession at the moment, but it's a slowdown situation. But definitely there is a huge scope for the freshers to enter into a market, because the freshers are actually a low cost engineers which can, if they are good at skills and they know certain things, definitely they are employable. So you have to prepare yourself properly and then you become employable. We don't say that you have to learn every skill, everything. Just focus on whichever are important from your point of view, where you are focusing. Any other question? Yeah, another just thing, one small thing I would like to tell you, that in manufacturing, CNC manufacturing especially, uh, the, the parts which from the various industries, maybe aerospace industry, so there are turbo machineries are there, various structure parts are there, so which require very complex machinings, like maybe a 3-axis, 4-axis, 5-axis machining. Certain automotive components are there which require 3 to 5 axis machining. Even the consumer durable today require multi-axis machining sort of things. Here there is Mr. Sahil Mujawar has asked a question: which advanced software we used? Here we have shown you Mastercam software, which has got a feature to help you machine the most advanced features like multi-axis programming, multitasking programming. So where if a part has got a complexity, maybe a spare inside there is a hollow area and we have to cut certain features on the hollow inside area. So those features can be cut with the rotary axis machining. That part is to be loaded on B and C axis rotary machine, and then you have to rotate that part and cut that portion accordingly. So there is a simultaneous machining as well. So you could see there are some closed impellers, open impellers, where there is a very integrated shape inside. So such features has to be cut with the multi-axis port machining. And there are multitasking machines also, like Mazatrol, Mazak machines are there, which are very high-end machines. So that is possible to machine using such machine tools. There is one more question: is this software free for student? If not, there is a discount to the student users. For students, as such, we'll try to see what kind of a version we should be able to do. But for institutes, if your institute has got this software, you should be able to use it as and when it is required, because if it is loaded in the CAM lab and or similar to the library, whenever you want to refresh that, you can go there, learn that software. So those who really want to do a career into that can even check with Akash sir. There are programs which we conduct for 7 days, which is industrial programming kind of a courses, which makes you really expertise into the software and develop you as a programmer. So you can discuss with Akash sir, he will guide you. We keep on conducting that, so that is possible, those who are really interested into. Vaibhav sir has given session is very informative and students should take proper training programming, which is definitely great opportunity to build a career. Thank you, sir. We also try to do something better for the student community as well as faculty communities, to keep on bringing, like I am supporting University of Pune colleges since almost last 12 years. I think each one of you are in touch with me. So we definitely try to do the best possible things. We keep on, now recently we are doing certain MOUs also with certain institutes, where we try to give certain dummy projects, which are live projects which are going the similar, just the last projects or something projects we also give to the students. in order to make them little bit aware. So all such things are possible. You can keep in touch with us so that we whenever possible, like it is not always that say that every time we should be able to maybe able to help, but we'll definitely try. Okay. So thank you very much, each one of you, students, faculties. Once again, I thank Dr. Girish Alampaliwal sir, Vaibhav Pansare sir from Shri Tulja Bhavani College. And with this, we end this session here. Thank you very much once again.